Move over, Disney princesses. Here comes Disney Queen 1016. She's been to Disney too many times to count, making her an expert on all things Disney.
Hello, my royal subjects, and the Queen is live from her throne room. Today we'll be discussing my latest royal adventure, traveling to the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California on my 21st birthday. This was a change of pace because I have been to Disney World too many times. First thing to know when traveling to Disneyland, there are only two parks, Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. Lower your expectations a little because it's a lot smaller than the Walt Disney World Resort. I definitely still enjoyed this because there were a lot of different attractions in Disneyland, and in Disney California Adventure was a completely different park. There are a few attractions that are different. They don't have Matterhorn Mountain in Disney World, which it's similar to a space mountain, except it is set in Switzerland and you board upon a bobsled. The next one was Finding Nemo, Submarine Voyage. It's similar to The Seas with Nemo and Friends in Epcot, except you board a submarine instead of a clamshell and you go under the water on Main Street. They have the Disneyland story presenting great moments with Mr. Lincoln to explore Walt Disney's attraction to President Lincoln and explore the president's life. Fantasyland was definitely the most different. They had a lot of original attractions there, including Alice in Wonderland. So it inserts you right into the story of Alice's journey through Wonderland. The next attraction was Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So you drive through the streets of London, going nowhere in particular with Mr. Toad. The next one was Pinocchio's Daring Journey. The next thing that was kind of cool was Sleeping Beauty Castle Walkthrough. So basically you get to enter the castle and you walk through different scenes of the story of Sleeping Beauty, which is something that's very different from Cinderella's Castle, because the only thing they have in Cinderella's Castle is Cinderella's Royal Table, which is a restaurant, and the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo Boutique. The next attraction that's different is Snow White's Scary Adventure. So you follow Snow White through the forest and escape the evil queen. They actually used to have this in Disney World in Magic Kingdom, but they got rid of it a couple years ago when they created the new Fantasyland, and now they have the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in place of Snow White's Scary Adventures. The last thing in Fantasyland that was very different was the Storybook Land canal boats. So you enter a boat and you travel through the sets of beloved Disney stories like Cinderella, Frozen, Alice in Wonderland, The Little Mermaid, and many more. Disney California Adventure was extremely different. It's a whole new park, and there's only two attractions that they have in the Walt Disney World Resort. So the two that are the same are Soarin' and Journey Under the Sea with The Little Mermaid. So they have Soarin' in Epcot, and it's the same here. You travel around the world just like you do in Epcot, except the one in Epcot, at the end you end up back in Epcot for fireworks, where here you end up at Sleeping Beauty's castle in Anaheim. Journey to the Little Mermaid is the exact same. You travel through the story of the Little Mermaid in the little Clammobile, the exact same as it is in the Magic Kingdom. My definitely two favorites from this park, and I highly recommend, were Guardians of the Galaxy and the Incredicoaster. Guardians of the Galaxy used to be Tower of Terror, and they have Tower of Terror in Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World. So Guardians is basically the same concept of that, where you drop in an elevator, except this time it's Guardians of the Galaxy theme, and you have to break into the collector's lair to save the Guardians. So it's basically the same concept, you're there, but now you have to help out break out the Guardians, and I really like this one because it's high energy, and they have the soundtrack playing, and it's all great music. It's like the Jackson 5 and all these fun, upbeat, older songs. So if you like drops, this is the ride for you. My second favorite is the Incredicoaster. So this just opened with Pixar Pier, I want to say back in June. So this was extremely different. you head on a journey with the Parr family to find baby Jack Jack. And it's a high-speed roller coaster that goes upside down, so if you love fast and you love to go upside down, this is definitely the attraction for you. And that's all on the agenda for today, so join me next time for my next royal adventure.